Yinz guys, it's Melanie, and today I want to show you how we made our little calendar, planner, central station, whatever those are called on Pinterest. I am back with some more home DIYs because I keep getting requests, so be prepared because in the following weeks I'm going to have a whole lot of like DIYs, things, small and cheap ideas for, you know, upgrading your home. But anyway, I wanted to show you this real quick. It's really super simple, but everybody talks about that space beside your refrigerator. But ours is as soon as you're walking in from the living room, so I couldn't put anything like too bulky at all because you would just brush it off. So I want to show you guys what we did. It was really inexpensive, and you can literally just buy a few things from the Dollar Tree actually. But anyway, here's the video. Hope you like it. Please stay and subscribe. Alright, so here's a look at the side of my refrigerator, or the wall of it. Anyway, I already put the hooks up and realized I did not show you before, so here's a before shot. This is the calendar that I'm using. It's from Shutterfly. I will link it below. I love it very, very much. I get one for us like every single year for Christmas for the following year. But they have really awesome like DIY calendars at Michael's where you put your own pictures in, and they're only a couple dollars. I'll try to find it too and link it below. Anyway, whatever route you decide to go, you can get one from like the Dollar Tree. I decided to hang on my calendar first because I wanted the calendar to kind of be like at eye level, so that way whenever I write in there like our appointments and stuff, we would see it as we walk by, that kind of thing, and that was kind of the most important to me. I placed another hook directly underneath it, like right there. That way everything would kind of be like close together and wouldn't hang too low, so that way my 2-year-old wouldn't get to it. I chose this chalkboard. I wiped it off. It's wet. I'm sorry. It kind of looks like crap, but I chose this one from Michael's, and I decided to sand down the edges and kind of like, you know, antique it like Joanna Gaines, that kind of a deal. I got the idea because it actually came with a chip in the corner. I don't think it came like that. I think I actually accidentally did that while I had it in the car. But anyway, I decided to try to sand it down and like make it look like it was supposed to be like that, and it totally worked. I was afraid of like what it would work like because of material. It worked great. It looks awesome. I may do some more, you know, sanding to things. Anyway, I wanted to hang that directly below it, but if you notice, it hangs really low, and I wanted it to kind of come up higher. So that was a pretty easy fix. I just decided to tie the knot a little bit higher up, so that way it kind of came up, you know, really super easy. And then if you notice, I have that established sign right above it to fill that space. That came from Michael's, really super inexpensive, like 70 or 80 cents. I love these things. Anyway, it just came black, and I decided to sand down the edges to see if it would look the same as the chalkboard, and I love the way it turned out, really super simple. And then I wrote established 2011, which is when we got married, and I think it kind of just filled that gap. I really, really like it. I do want to say that if you want to go a cheaper route than this chalkboard, which is really inexpensive anyway, right now at the dollar store, they have like a little piece of these things. They're a little piece of whiteboard or chalkboard, and they're only $1. I kind of flattened mine out on accident. That's a long story. But anyway, they do have that option available. So this is what I had so far, and I really wanted something to fill that gap up at the top for anybody that would notice when they walk past. So I found this from the dollar store. I love these things from the dollar store. It took me a little bit of fandangling to get it to get on there because it's meant to go like top, middle, bottom, and I wanted it to work side to side. And after a little bit of fandangling, it did finally work, and this is what it looked like. I'm really happy with it. I know I sound like the most amazing thing, but I just love the wall decals from Dollar Tree. I have them everywhere. Okay, so for the ink pens and the chalk, this was my original idea. These little white baskets that are a 3-pack for $1. This is me trying to focus on the hook to show you that these fit really well with command hooks. So well. But I was actually planning on covering it with this twine. I think it would look so cute. I might do that for a different project somewhere else in the house. But it wouldn't fit the space very well because you have to walk by that so closely. So I just chose to hang it with an ink pen with some twine. I mean, plenty of people, you know, they hang their ink pens with a string. It's nothing new, but I figured hanging it with the twine would just kind of, you know, make it like meet the aesthetic better. So I just chose an ink pen that was, you know, okay looking, and I made sure it didn't have a lid that could fall off, and I just tied it around, and then I tied it on there. I'm pretty sure that's self-explanatory. I think it looks pretty cool with the string, or with the twine. Next, I needed to find out what I was going to do with the chalk, since I had nowhere to put it. Also, I thought about hanging it like just on the command hook above the chalkboard, but I wanted to put the sign there. I mean, it looked better, so I had to come up with a better alternative. My husband actually came up with this idea. We actually bought these for a different project, but the chalk fit in there really, really well. So I decided to make it kind of fit in with everything else. I was going to take the white string out and put in twine. It took a little bit of fandangling, but I eventually, I tied the twine to the white string and like pulled it through. It took a minute to get it in the hole, but it worked pretty well. And I think it looks more like it fits in the space. The only thing is, I think a canvas bag would fit in really well, like better with the aesthetic. So whenever I go to Michael's, I might pick up a canvas bag instead. But I mean, this still looks really good. Anyway, I chose to tie it to the side of the chalkboard because I figured that's where it would best fit. And then I just tied off the extra, and I think it looks really great. The whole deal with this space is it had to be up high enough to where my 2-year-old could not reach it. She loves to play with the chalkboard, and we do that like every day, but I have to hang it somewhere to where she can't play with it on her own because it has a string, you know, she's 2. So this all had to be somewhere out of her reach, and then I can just give her chalk and like take the chalkboard on and off every day. I love the way that this turned out. If you guys have any suggestions on what I can add to this, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm always down for, like, you know, adding cool things. And here's a close-up, by the way, of what the bag looks like. I really super duper love it. And if you're wondering, we're married in 2011. Did I say that? All right, outro. So that is it. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see our other DIY home renovation, not really renovations, you guys know. Anyway, I'll link the playlist below. Please stay, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. It means the world to me. Bye, I love Yinz.